I'm trying really hard. Hello. Welcome again. Some of you I have seen before. A lot of you I am so proud of. I will make it through this. Okay. My name's Nicole Andrus. My husband's up here. That handsome devil over there is my son. I will be your guide this evening through the pinning. Whew. First, I would like to welcome all of you to the Grand Rapids Community College LPN graduation and pinning ceremony this evening. Yes. Oh, please do. We are 18 strong. Unfortunately, two of our students, three did not make it this evening. One is not feeling well. One had tried, but her car decided to do spinning circles instead of getting here. She's safe, it's okay. And the third, I'm not quite sure, so we've got a place open, we're waiting. It'll be okay. Okay. Today is Thursday, December 8, 2016. We are here in Sneeden Hall to celebrate the graduation and nursing program pinning of 18 incredible people. With all of you in attendance, students, graduates soon, our professors, and I believe you are the people who we've been missing for the last 9-10 months, if I'm not mistaken. It's really good to see you again. Now that I've confirmed my neurological status is intact and I am competent to continue, don't laugh. Thank you. We can proceed. As we gather on this very snowy evening, I know there are family members kept away by weather and distance, my own, actually. For those who could not be here with us this evening, we are recording the event. Now, think about that. Behave. Just kidding. Just kidding. We would like to thank first the Grand Rapids Community College Television Department and Mr. James Schaefer, who is manning our camera. Yes, please, feel free. He is the events and support department for their services. Because of them, the event will be available on YouTube in a couple days. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you to Marcy, to Rick, Wilbert, Jody, Lauren, for all of your diligent work to make tonight a success. This was amazing, Lauren. Again, every time I cry. Welcome to our families. Your support and encouragement during this intense nursing program has been so valuable, so appreciated, and absolutely essential to our success. So tonight, we are happy to share this moment with you. Welcome to our professors in attendance. While we enjoyed participating in your classes, I assure you, this is a far more comfortable place to be with you. Okay. Lastly, to my cohort, my friends, my new sisters and brothers in nursing, and this evening's graduates. Welcome. We made it. One more time. We made it. When I think back on how far we've come, the people that began this journey, all of the hard-fought evolution that you have come through to be here tonight, I am immensely proud of all of us. Don't do that. No. My friends, I've said this before. Take a moment tonight. Look around you. Take it all in. Feel the love and support around you tonight. Because tomorrow, all of these eyes looking at you will be looking at you to get a job and support yourself. It's a little different than tonight. It'll be okay. I have no doubt there are 18 graduates here tonight who will be working as soon as possible. As soon as possible. One last thing, at the conclusion of our program this evening, there is an informal reception. I believe we are going to the rear. Marcy? Sounds good. We're going to find the food one way or another. Yeah. And there is coffee and beverages. The stage area, we will keep it lit for photographs. Again, welcome. Let's begin. First, I would like to introduce Shelley Richter. She is our Director of Nursing Programs here at GRCC. To the podium.
So again, as Nikki said, welcome to all of you here. This is, especially tonight, a tough night to get here. This is a huge celebration for these graduates. They've worked really, really hard to get here, and I'm sure I don't need to tell you that as well. I do want to share a little bit with you about what we talk about when we first start nursing school. So when the students come in, I tell them nursing school is not a sprint. It is a marathon. And they need to be ready for a marathon, not a sprint. And we talk a lot about what that takes, the commitment it requires. And I think all of them will tell you tonight it took a lot of commitment. It meant that they had a training plan set up and ready to go, and that sometimes it didn't always go as planned, and it had to be revised. We talk about a marathon and what it takes to finish that, and it also means they need support, fuel, energy. They need people cheering them on along the way. And that's where I'm sure all of you came in numerous ways. This marathon isn't finished without all of your support. So tonight is not only their success story, it's yours as well. All of you helped make tonight happen. There were probably physical assessments in your own home, which was a nice benefit to this, but I'm sure you can appreciate the hard work that they put into this. Lastly, this journey takes, I'm sure you have seen lots of tears, joy, excitement along the way, and obviously a lot of friends that have become like family to them. The video, we talk a lot about, and I'm sure you hear the students say how difficult nursing school is, and yet that video, there were times it looked like they were having a lot of fun. So it's not all bad, it's actually a lot of fun along the way, and there's a lot of learning that happens. I think not only growth professionally and about becoming a nurse, but there's a lot of personal growth that happens, and I think you probably can attest to that and hopefully have seen it as well. So I just want to say thank you to all of you for your support, because again, without that, we're not successful in what we do here. So congratulations again to the graduates. This is a hard journey and you deserve to be rewarded at the end of this marathon. So congratulations, and again, thank you all for coming tonight.
Okay, I'm also the class speaker. Again, hi. Oprah speaks of an aha moment, that moment of clarity, a defining moment in our lives where we find wisdom, a moment where we are led in a direction that speaks directly to your soul, a place where you can see exactly where you fit in this beautiful tapestry of life. I believe at one time or another, we all had this moment. I believe this because nobody would attempt to run the gauntlet we have just for the fun of it. It was hard. It was so hard, many of us stumbled. We fell flat, and we had to begin again. There's something in us that pushed us forward, a calling. It grew stronger and stronger. Without that call, we could have let this all go. Remember when you were sitting at the ATC and Shelley spoke to us about time management, little bit about what she just said. Kind of important. She talked to us about supportive families, limiting your work schedules, those supportive families. I mentioned that one again because it was really important. She told us we would pull out of life that you know at that moment. And we thought she was kidding. It couldn't possibly be that intense. She has got to be overstating it. She's got to be. It can't possibly be that tough. She wasn't at all. Not at all. Shelley, thank you for the brutal honesty. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you for allowing each of us to follow our dream, the dream that pulls, that drives us. Thank you for holding us when we cried, for pushing us when we wanted to quit, for reminding us that we are stronger than we believed in those terrifying, dark moments. Thank you for supporting us through it all. I know we went away for a while, but we've come back a lot stronger this time. I've seen you. I've seen you pour your hearts into learning when the terms were so foreign, you thought the professors were speaking another language. They were. It was a completely different language. We had no idea what we were talking about at that moment. But they pushed us to learn it, and we did. It was confusing. It was hard on your back. Don't forget to raise the beds. It was hard on your heart. Nobody forgets that one patient, maybe two, that you've had, that you've cared for, that makes the difference. I'm sure there'll be others, but the first is always special. It was agonizing when a classmate didn't pass through. It was devastating when you failed. But it was so, so joyous when we succeeded. Randy Posh, of the Last Lecture fame, wrote of a brick wall. He said, "Brick walls are there for a reason. The brick walls are not there to keep us out. The brick walls are there to give us the opportunity to show how bad we want something. Because the brick walls are there to stop other people who don't want it. They don't want it as badly as you do. And for many of us, we watched people fall. But you didn't. Each of you pushed through. We are here today because it was hard. Because it was harder than you thought at the beginning, and you pushed and stretched and pulled through. We didn't let the wall stop us. I wanted this moment so badly. There's a pin up here. Can't wait. One of our members, Patrick, who unfortunately isn't here yet, I'm pretty sure we lost count of how many hours that man studied, but he made sure we knew. I concur. He was one who inspired us to greatness. Lindsay, all I see on Facebook is you studying. Still. Good job. Good job. Because every time I see it, I think, book, and grab it. And I do the same. So thank you. We have second, third jobs that challenge our time management skills. Right, Carly? Where are you? There you are. We have kids we've had to put off too often and hope they would forgive us. We've asked our families to understand that our temporary absence will be worth it in the end. We fought for this moment, this pin, this calling to serve. This calling to serve those who cannot do for themselves. So here we are. We stand together one last time as a cohort, educated, caring, open, hopeful, excited, full of amazing potential. We are charged with moving forward to help, to care, to listen, to comfort, to make life better. I tell you all, I will sleep soundly tonight in the knowledge that these graduates are capable, they are willing, and they are able to excel at these duties, and they do it beautifully. I told you I've been watching. I would like to close with something that I literally carry with me. It has stayed with me for 20 years. It is just a little clipping from a local newspaper where I grew up. My grandfather worked for the newspaper, which was, it's kind of like carrying a little bit of him too. It's called The Optimist's Creed. Promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind. To talk health, happiness, prosperity to every person you meet. To make all your friends feel that there is something of value in them. To look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true. To think only the best, to work only for the best, and to expect the best. To be just as enthusiastic about the successes of others as you are about your own. To forget the mistakes of the past and press on to greater achievements of the future. To wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile. To give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others. To be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. Thank you for being part of my journey. I am honored and I am humbled by your presence. Thank you, and best of luck to you, my friends. I wish you the best life has to offer, always. Congratulations on achieving this night. Okay, so that was serious. Now we're on to something fun. The next thing you'll see is our class awards. I have not seen these. I do not know what these are going to. I'm a little nervous, truth be known. Okay, so bear with us. I think you'll get the feel of where these came from. And graduates, patiently, we're going to ask you to come to the stage to receive these, okay? The Hawaiian shirt, person who's always going on vacation, is awarded to Rick. How many times did you go up north? Yeah, pretty much. Let's be honest. Mary, we're really jealous. The pictures are beautiful on Facebook, though. So yes, I stalk you. The St. John's Wort, most dressed crammer, is awarded to Patrick McCulley, who is not here. We have a second St. John's Wort awarded to Heather Van de Kleef. But it paid off. The Littman stethoscope, the quietest person in class, is awarded to Kristen Castaneda. Okay, so I have a second Littman stethoscope. Heather. That's what I was thinking. Best at saying what we are all thinking. Brittany! Well, this is not a surprise. The Best Smile Award, the person who can always cheer you up, Lindsay Kelly. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. The person who is always late and leaves class early. Yep, Brittany. Just so you know, these were voted on by our class, and yeah, we nailed Brittany on that one. That's exactly right. Perfect attendance. The person who never misses class, Patience Karsten. The Betty Crocker. For the person that always bakes, Marcy. Only on the last day. Aw. The Mother Earth. For the mama bird of the class, that's me. Thanks. The first responder for always being ready to go when needed, Patrick. Appropriate, very appropriate. Fox News provides the latest breaking news every day, Jason. You'll never guess this one. The Starbucks Award. The person who always has to have their coffee. Lauren Nadeau. Project Runway. The person who is always looking great. Becky Graham. It's true, we would show up in sweats or, whatever we rolled out of bed in that day, and she would come in just to the nines. The girl is gorgeous. And she's a mom, so, it puts us to shame. The Let It Slide Award. Oh, the person who is cool as a cucumber, Sarah Brown. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to read it. He's not here, but it's still funny. Mr. and Mrs. Wikipedia, need facts or information? They've got it. Patrick McCulley. Class lawyer. For the person who always makes conversation a debate, Andrea. It's good. The one more thing, for the most likely to extend the end of class, Patrick McCulley. Oh, yeah. The Dewey Decimal, for the most well-organized, Lindsay Kelly. She had the most beautiful binder ever. Our class clown is not here. The person who always makes you laugh, Sarah Brown. The girl could come up with just a side remark out the back. She always sat near the back, and you'd hear this little quip, real quick, real quiet, real just done, and it was fantastic. Always would break the tension in the room. And our drama queen, the most dramatic person in class, Lauren Nadeau. Okay, well, that was fun. Whew. It's a lot easier to talk now. The next thing we have going is our pinning. So I'm going to invite Shelley back up. She will, our first row is going to stand. We're going to come to the side. And as Shelley reads your name, come on up. There are two X's, we talked about this earlier. The student will go to the further X, and your family member or pinning person will pin to your right. So, without further ado, Shelley.
Can you guys get there? All right, well, our first student being pinned, or graduate, I shouldn't say student anymore, being pinned is Nicole. Nicole Ann Andrus. Nicole is being pinned by her husband, Tom. Nicole's future plans include continuing her nursing education, perhaps continuing through to becoming a nurse practitioner. In the meantime, she is pursuing a position in the gerontological area of nursing locally and enjoying her time with family and friends again. Congratulations.
And now you know a little more than we needed. Thank you so much.
All these people are here. I didn't know.
Our next graduate is Kristen Castaneda. Kristen is being pinned by her mother, Pam. Her future plans include working with the geriatric population and eventually pursuing her RN degree. Congratulations. Congratulations. You want to come up? Our next graduate is Tracy DeMare. Tracy is being pinned by her grandma, Marcia. Her future plans include going on to complete her RN and BSN and then enlisting in the Navy as a naval officer and to do some traveling everywhere. Maybe that won't work. Our next graduate is Jason Dykehouse. Jason is being pinned by his wife, Lindsay. Jason's immediate future plans include passing the NCLEX, good idea, and spending time with his family for a while. Congratulations. Our next graduate is Brittany Foster. Brittany is being pinned by her daughter Danielle. Her future plans include returning to GRCC for her RN, continuing to work for Spectrum Health, and obtaining her BSN online, then going on for her master's after her kids graduate and become a traveling nurse, taking lots of vacations and getting a new house. You might want to grab your picture. Our next graduate is Becky Graham. Becky is being pinned by her son, Robbie. She plans to obtain a job where she can sharpen her nursing skills and earn her registered nursing degree within the next 5 years. Our next graduate is Marcy Kalimgevich. Marcy is being pinned by her mother, Mary. Marcy's future plans include continuing her education at a later date. Her current plans include sampling various wines, massage therapy, and then going to find a job. Our next graduate is Patience Karsten. Patience is being pinned by her husband, Rick, and children Moise and Marie Noel. Is that right? Patience's future plans include continuing her education, obtaining her BSN degree, with an ultimate goal to return to continue her passion in neurology. Our next graduate is Lindsay Mendez Kelly. Lindsay is being pinned by her husband, Matthew. Lindsay plans to return to GRCC to obtain her degree as a registered nurse. She has accepted a position at Pine Rest as a detox nurse in the Retreat and Addiction Center. Our next graduate is Lauren Nato. Lauren is being pinned by Steve Nato. Lauren plans to eventually obtain an RN and a BSN. She would really like to specialize in labor and delivery someday. She would also like to say, I have loved every minute of this experience with these people, and I'm looking forward to seeing them progress in their professional careers. Our next graduate is Jody Marie Tenhopen. Jody is being pinned by her mom, Lila Brunick. Her future plans include continuing her education to obtain her RN and a job transfer to Metalodge of Wyoming. Our next graduate is Heather Vandekeef. Heather is being pinned by her husband, Mark. Her future plans include working at Sunset Manor. Oops, sorry. Our next graduate, Andrea Venza. Andrea is being pinned by her husband, Aaron. Andrea would love to work in women's health, pediatrics, or psych. She loves nursing and is excited to see what her future brings. Our next graduate is Richard Wilbert. Rick is being pinned by his wife, Mary. Rick's future plans include returning to GRCC to complete his RN degree and someday work as an oncology nurse. And last but certainly not least, Carly Renee Zimmer. Carly is being pinned by her mom, Kelly. She has accepted positions at Mercy Health Physician Partners and the Christian Rest Home. She plans to get her RN as soon as possible. Well, just one more second, if I can. I just want to say, again, the hard work that has been dedicated, if we could give one more round of applause to all of these people and those who pin them. Congratulations.
Goes up, it goes down. It'll stay, maybe. Okay, this is good. We have one more thing, two more things. One of which is the Florence Nightingale Pledge, which is part of nursing history, and it's part of our fabric. The students, the graduates, boy, does that feel good. The graduates all have a copy. Our professor, Laura Moody, who is here this evening, will be leading us in that. I wanted to take one moment, the beautiful arrangements that are here this evening. Catherine Eisenhower, where are you? Can you stand up? Kathy is one of my best friends. Kathy is my best friend. And she came up from Ohio to help set up this evening and did a wonderful job. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I love you. So, without further ado, let's get this finished. Laura, please join me.
Good evening. Shall we have the graduates please stand? I'm gonna let you face the audience there, and then you'll repeat after me. Her husband wanted to join, that's okay. And since you have it in front of you, I will let you recite it together. I solemnly pledge myself before God and the presence of the assembly to pass my life into purity, to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is mischievous, and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession, and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping. And all my family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my profession. With loyalty will I endeavor to aid the physician in his work
and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care.
Okay, let's give it up for these graduates. We can do better than that. They've come a long way. You've worked hard. Let's give it up for the graduates. So once again, we thank you for coming this evening, and we'd like for you to be sure and join us for refreshments for out in the back or over here in the foyer. And again, welcome. And to the graduating class, again, on behalf of the faculty at Grand Rapids Community College, we say thank you.